Well, this is my $17 Czechoslovakian leftover from the 1970s. It's a mil-spec backpack canvas, but it's got one disadvantage: it's not waterproof. And yeah, I just got another 6 cans of this stuff. I like this because it's basically for all products. It's for tents. I have a canvas tent that, you know, it's not a real big one. If you're going to use it for a large tent, you want to buy, there's another product out there made by the gallon that you put on with a heavy brush. But for a small tent, you can use this for canvas, but it's also for shoes and everything else. You know, I'm not sure what the difference is when the products that are mainly just for shoes or leather, but this does work on leather and cloth. And this also has a leather strap on here. I also like to put this on my M65 field jacket, the one that has the woodland pattern, the camouflage pattern, not the one that has the I guess it's a pixelated pattern that they tried one time that was pretty much garbage. I like the old woodland pattern. But this cost me $17 from C.H. Cadell. I had to buy $39 worth of stuff for get the free shipping, and this was a heavily discounted item. A lot of times these mil-spec items are great because even if they're coming from Poland, Finland, Czechoslovakia, it don't matter. And I like the canvas. The only thing I had to do on this was I had to sew this up here. This is like something for like an equipment carrier. I don't know what this is for exactly, but I don't have that extra piece of equipment that the Czechoslovakians would have been using back in the 1970s. So rather than this thing hanging down and dangling, I sewed it to the strap with the Speedy Stitcher awl, which is a heavy, real heavy, like polyester outdoor cord that's waxed. Freaking well worth it for $17. I can tell you that right now. But I prefer the canvas, to actually tell you the truth, because if you got a campfire, you could actually still burn a hole in it with a camp ember, but it's a lot easier to do it with nylon. You get nylon packs. I don't know why they came out with that Cordura. That's pretty good stuff. But I don't know. I kind of like some of this older stuff too myself. But price-wise, you can't beat it. Like I said, the only disadvantage is that they're not waterproof. But this stuff, I do like it because I use it on a lot of different things. Even like the motorcycle rain jacket I have. Or you can even take an old, utility, what do you call it, the top. We call it the blouse in the Marine Corps. What do you call it? I think the utility shirt. We have the trousers, and we call it the blouse. I don't know what the hell you call it. That's what we call it. It's like a shirt, but it's heavy duty. I like getting the ones that are NICO, which is nylon cotton blend, not the ones that are 100% cotton, because the poplin rips kind of easy. But you can make that waterproof and water resistant, when you put it this way, and breathable. And it's comfortable. In other words, when you have something that's nylon or plastic or polyester, yeah, you can make that. That could be 100% waterproof, but it's not breathable. And if it's hot out, or even if it's like a little bit humid, you'll sweat like crazy in that stuff. Even if it's cold out, and you're wearing something that's like non-breathable polyester, you'll sweat in there, and then all of a sudden when you stop, you'll freeze. That's one of the advantages of having something like this, because you can take canvas, or like the NICO, which I like the field jackets made out of the NICO. It's nylon cotton blend. That actually makes that field jacket pretty strong. And I don't know, I guess you call them the utility top. I guess you would call that. They call it the blouse in the Marine Corps. But this stuff, the only problem is when you use it, when you wash it, this stuff will wash out. Well, you could actually just a lot of times you don't really need to wash this stuff that much. especially like the M65 jacket, the field utility jacket, because you're just hanging out in the air, and you know, you maybe have it out there in the sunlight a little bit, not too long, or it's going to affect it, make it endurable. The sunlight will kill the bad, microbes on it. Let the air get at it. It's fine, because if it's something you're using out in the field, it's no big deal. But I got a whole case of this stuff. I buy it by the case. I buy 6 of them at a time. Use them on my shoes, everything else, and it's good because you get a lot of damn rain over here sometimes. It's like monsoon season. And again, if you're even in cold weather, you can wear like a rain suit or a poncho or something like that, to maybe keep snow off of you. But if it's not breathable, or to stop the wind, if it's not breathable, you're going to sweat like crazy in that stuff if you're working, hard doing something, and you're not going to get that moisture out from between the barrier of what you're wearing, and let it dissipate into the air. That's why it's best to waterproof. Like canvas to me is the best thing going, or that Nyko, or the Nyko. The Cordura I was a fan of when it first came out. I'm not too much of a fan of it, but they got stuff, they got other stuff out there that's not even as good as Cordura. But Cordura is like a nylon canvas. Not too bad, but they got stuff out there that's like kind of like a nylon, and it's flimsy. I don't like that stuff because the slightest little ember from a campfire will put a hole in it, and this stuff too. If you rip this is a lot easier to repair, in my opinion. It's thicker. Actually, I think this stuff too, when this gets wet, when canvas gets wet, okay, it gets heavier, but it gets several times stronger. Other things aren't like that. The only disadvantage to canvas is that it could rot. Like if you leave it in, you left it on the ground out there or something like that, you left it out there a couple months, that could really cause all kinds of mildew and stuff. But then again, this stuff can protect it from getting, the canvas from rotting. But like I said, I buy this by the case, and it's a cheap way to buy it. And I go online and buy this. I buy this from eBay. I don't go in, it's cheaper. It's cheap with free delivery and all that stuff. It's from an individual vendor. It would be the retail stores around here, including even the Walmarts and stuff. They will not sell it as cheap as you get it online from a retail, from an individual vendor when you're buying it by the case. So, it's a well worthwhile product because stuff like this is from the 70s. This stuff could still last many decades more. And like again, I only paid $17 for it, and I used 20 cents worth of this stuff here to waterproof it pretty good. That's all it takes.